О, всем привет. У меня, кстати, я видел, уже качество появилось. То есть, как бы я бы мог бы быть в качестве повышенного лень перезапускаться. Где звук? А звука нет? Серьезно? Все, я починил. Дед починил. Спасибо, так сказать, что звук крякнул. Говорится, спасибо поросям, что есть что-то у поросяй. Информационное, так сказать. Что-то в микшере сломалось, так сказать. Пришлось всё заново переподключать, перераскрывлять, но все раскривилось,
Yeah,
так
looks like
сказать,
we're all good.
обошлось.
We can remove this thing now. I've no clue, frankly. But whatever. I got a feeling we've all given up trying to figure this cannon out. I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done once we pop it in here. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure. We're counting on you, Sosie.
Всем привет, сосисий.
You know what? Paimon took him for the stony type at first, but let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. We'll be done here once we put it on.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. Yes. This component is approaching its replacement deadline. The cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become misaligned.
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place...
A novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that might follow this component is currently easily damaged. The materials are not up to par. Estimated waiting time remaining. 7.
Yeah! Dessert's just the best after a...
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked krumkake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness in this.
Thanks for the treat. Aino's lucky to have. Thanks. Things went great over here, too. So, as we agreed...
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town.
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they fall back in a timely fashion. Thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move. Ratniki from others.
Righty then. See ya. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it fires.
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers.
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want to see it in. Oh yeah. Wonder where that's. Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later, guys. Just be sure not to miss. Is it just Paimon? Or are there more people here now? Oh, just as well, since we're sniffing for intel and all. And maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and fried meat too, huh? We still haven't had it yet. Oh, come on.
Excuse me, are you guests? If you wish to return to your room while the bank...
No, we're not heading back to our...
That is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Our goal is to ensure that our regular... Familiar with our ways already, I see. But here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee.
It's fine. Can't be easy. Looks like we'll have to switch... Nefer, right? The curatorium... but if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze... Oh! Paimon's got a plan! We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lauma to help us use the moon marrow. If Nefer doesn't mention a payment, we can cash our services in as a favor. If she does, then... the thought of Mora may... Hey, Black Cat, we're here! Oh, it's you this time.
Hello, you two. What's up?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so we can deliver the medicine to Lauma for you if you need.
How thoughtful of them. Bet they want something from me in return. Well, the faster the delivery, the better. Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing else to do.
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks.
Oh yes, I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in turmoil, and right now everyone wants...
Ah, so you're busy making Mora. How
It's not all good news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so the price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words...
She cornered us right away. Did she...
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the Wild Hunt.
Huh? That doesn't sound too hard. If you need...
Is that so? But... no. Forget I... Is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you of all people.
What's there left for us to say here?
More like our common perspective. Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are
Or like make a profit off the Wild Hunt.
dissatisfied, are we? The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too.
Well,
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally, chaos could uproot and what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter? Or put to... And as I understand, the two of you are here and not Cry.
Well, yeah.
In that case, we should keep Nod Cry the paradise people say. You must understand. No force exists here that would inspire. After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Though it's rare for a reason, kid. Just a shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Between that and it, really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team after all, don't you think? You front and center, me behind the curtain.
That does make sense.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing is wholly divorced from profit of some
Wait, so you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when
But... Hey, boss, I'm back! Huh? Oh, you guys are here too?
Indeed they are. In fact, they've volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf.
Really? Great! Oh, in that case, guess I'll...
Got a few more places for you to visit right here, dear.
Huh? Haven't I already worked a few days worth of overtime already? Well, we better get this medicine delivered pronto. Huh? Surely not. The special medication from before wasn't wait. That can't be. Let me see. This... it was raining back there, so... could it have happened while I was resting at... Sorry, boss. I'll get it back right now. Trust me, I'm super fast. Hey! Slow down, you might get hurt!
Well then, any plans? If not, what say we go into town and
Oh, we were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it.
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today.
Huh? Can you get us an...
Oh, come now. What are we, sticklers for the rules?
Так это... О, тот самый знаменитый, описанный в книге «Складывай и пользуйся». И как тебе? Нравится? Вверх, сверху, низ, снизу. Очень удобно и практично. У меня их опять орёт капец.
Lady Never, a pleasure to see you. Oh, and our guests from earlier, I see.
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the banquet's rules to them beforehand.
Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Please do come in.
Yeah, sure, thanks. Not even an invitation check? Oh, Paimon didn't realize Nefer was such a big shot. Yes, channels really do take you places. Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me. I'm sure we're all having a good time, but I would like you all to meet a mysterious guest I invited for just this occasion. I give you tonight's special guest, a renowned mixologist from Mondstadt.
Are you serious? Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all connoisseurs of fine drink here. The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak.
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face. No wonder.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure.
Sounds
Какие же у
intriguing.
них русские
I
имена.
spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of removing the more.
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need, negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. The flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. Demyon will assist you. Serving guests with drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course, every guest will have their...
Got it. We'll give it a try.
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest. There'll be a little event during the banquet's second half, by the way. See you then.
Hello. How may I assist?
Так сказать, знаменитые ивенты нихуё с замешиванием алкоголя. Снять надо детишек.
Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep...
I'll lose money at this rate.
Ever consider returning to Snezhnaya?
Oh, thanks.
Я хочу узнать... Ну, они не говорят же. Ничего, не? Как собрать информацию?
Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't have come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. You're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Snezhnayans can't be bothered, the Lightkeepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith into that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Hello. Good work. Now then.
I doubt the Snezhnayans will stand idly by if this wild hunt problem gets any worse.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Just leave it over there. You want to negotiate truces.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for that then?
Hard to say. But what I can say is that the situation in Nashatown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that ordinary folks like us can stand up against the wild hunt.
Wait. What are you angling for exactly?
Well, what if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course, but that's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Nashatown. And we're putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Ooh, seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Sosie was so anxious.
Hello. How may... Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guest. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, any notable news?
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got a moment, let's have a drink. On my tab, of course.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then, we can take a break.
Then come, sit. Timyon, 2 wild berry. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right?
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us?
So, you've known each other a lot.
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the street. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich.
Yeah, huh. So never came.
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machine. Come now. Aino's talents are better spent on issues. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosie have a mechanical arm too?
That's right. One of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life. Nowadays, I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid if you can. On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted, but familiar. Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no. Does this have anything to do with our current wild hunt crisis?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you. And natural.
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy your drinks. He's a social man. You can often find him here, since he's never heard of the wild hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces. Might it be safe?
Huh. That does sound worth noting. How about we go talk to—
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Come. Back.
Thank you for waiting, everyone. The roulette showdown is ready to begin.
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand. Joining us, new guy? No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are the rules.
But...
That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the inner circle. The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol, with that last further divided into 3 levels by intensity. Spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to 3 based on alcohol. During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points than them and pose a question, which the other party must then answer.
This sounds like it might favor those who score higher, but push your luck and you might not recall any answers you were given the next day. Defeats the purpose, wouldn't you say?
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and watch the show.
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way...
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a grand prize, a single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me?
A chance to drink Dark Horse and not cry?
Dark Horse. Yes. Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to enjoy. And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to ask everyone a question, regardless of their score.
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be...
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow, this is kinda intense.
Oh, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild.
Ugh. A normal drink, huh? Must be my lucky day.
We've reached the
хоть
final
как-то
round of the
главное.
roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. This recipes are super good. Teach me, would ya?
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
You're up.
Whoa! New face here just drew the...
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one gulp.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadters have such a reputation. Me? Well, absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing, but either way...
I see some downcast faces. Why?
Says it.
Because you...
In that case...
Hello, sir. Lady Nefer has ordered a fresh round of drinks. Could you deliver it to her?
Are they playing cards?
Same as usual then? One die, 100,000 mora.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your...
Oh, so this is a business deal.
So, let's go over this again. One die, 100,000 mora.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared, and the intel we've received from the Lightkeepers. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people. On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot...
We already know...
Fair enough. Then, here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarding.
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all.
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt ops and
What could that even mean?
I've got two theories. One, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or two, that some the odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. If you're interested, I'd recommend follow.
Paimon doesn't really get it.
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling—
Please, stop.
Oh, stop that. Well, let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. An answer to a have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a Wild Hunt anomaly? Or
No, nothing like that. Nothing.
Nothing at all, Not even for 50,000 Mora?
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity.
Okay. Well, that puts me at ease.
You real?
And you've learned quite well. Go.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards, as luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him.
Ooh, that sounds—
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message. In any case, most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star Sand Shoal.
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each statement corroborates the others.
What in Tivat could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the Wild Hunt afflicting Nodcry in general have increased in frequency, but the phenomenon itself hasn't changed much. What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within, in order to target the Moon Marrow. In which case, two questions arise. Who is the— I'll continue investigating along these two lines.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off? I was watching it the whole way back, praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got back, you know? Again, lucky me.
Huh. So you're interested in that big gun?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands. Isn't that just so cool?
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth the while and—
might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything. Yeah.
Woohoo! Let's go!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited.
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, and even if that wasn't how it worked, if only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills.
Really? They think that?
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome! Felt that one in my bones.
Нравится фраза, которую я говорю, когда Триби в трейле стреляет ультой, так сказать.
Dazzling too.
Если вы понимаете, о чем я.
I feel so alive right now. Overtime. Ha!
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for Aino?
That's what we call drawing a... I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do. Anyway, gotta go. See you.
Says the person who got salt and medicine. Huh. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well.
Вот бы только не перепутать, так сказать, соль с лекарством. Малерта без звука.
Huh. Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone?
Починил.
Yeah. If anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Llama for you. Hey there, Llama. We're back.
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion. It's as if they've finally been forced to...
And it's all...
No, I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that?
I've tried asking around. What about you?
Oh, we haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case, please, come this way.
What do you see?
Это же наш корабль падает.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed...
Лего полетела. Похоже.
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go.
Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuta...
Oh, that's true. But we best check if she's doing... See you later then. Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
Dizzy. It's like I'm returning to the moon.
Wait, it's not that bad, is it?
I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time?
Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand. Back to Earth.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
Significantly, the moon within your body, it is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time.
Speaking of which, do you want to be the moon marrow's custodian, now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right?
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Lauma just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power with...
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within.
Ну, любые,
That
видимо.
is how I know that it
Скорее
belongs to the
всего.
goddess of the eternal moon.
But Lauma also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced
Здорово,
into this
Фил.
moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have неver been found.
Блюрайте далеко
And
впаду.
while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it.
Не, лень.
Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's marrow inside you then?
No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one?
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, Never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lauma did say that you've hidden its power well, but and it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here. Not some
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a...
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone...
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Does it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone. Back when I was still with the he hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm. And he had a
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that.
I only know what others called him. The Reikir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rerir, one of the 5?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpassed...
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners, that's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then, and even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say?
That's your... ex-colleague? Did you just... laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it... interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is...
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him. If
Before I decide, there's a
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcrow?
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of give me your hand, and ready your...
Where is this?
Aether, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed out. No one left the ship during that time. But Lumine found me from outside of it somehow.
Не видишь? Я уже говорил об этом. Они не топали, они, по-моему, просто летели на крылышках. Но нет,
I don't
это
know.
космический корабль.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so. Paimon can't stop you, but still. Ooh.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that'd be great.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Ну вот так вот. Оказалось, что все было не так, как мы помним. Все по-другому.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
Ну, там, в принципе, начало довольно рваное было, мягко говоря. Типа там это выглядело примерно как мы летели, а потом прилетели и типа сидели на берегу и выловили Паймон. Но типа все там говорили, что между нашим расставанием и этим там 500 лет прошло.
Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something?
I dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like you.
Короче, все. Прокачка пошла. Прохрювячка пошла.
Best let her rest.
А, не. Даже не дадут там поговорить ничего. Поговорить, не похрюить. Мне просто интересно. Да, я могу там... Короче, что-то я могу делать. За это мне даже дадут луну. Дайте хрюй поспать, даем.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now... Exactly! Whatever the case, as it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Nodcry, but...
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are... The winds of change are blowing. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this...
Well, let's see. Speaking of allies...
Мне вот интересно, сколько там еще, так сказать, контенту, если вы понимаете, о чем я.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen, listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens! You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know. True, but the cannon only works against shambling. Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him. You're not taking this seriously at all. Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrate. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this back. Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know. Sure, travel safe.
I know.
Oh, right. Yeah. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices. Wait, what?
Я Соси, жалко.
Half a day ago?
Он же практически сосисей.
It's still new news. So, not many people are in the... I'll send Anafa over to Nat. Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite...
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one... His character has also received commendation.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been out. Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anafa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batch...
All right. We'll see you later.
Бедный Соси. Бедный Сосидж. Сосисей.
This must be it. Oh.
Что за чемпионы?
Хочешь быть чемпионом? Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any
они будут
clues once we
такие,
get
как те,
in.
которые
No
были.
need to
Я
jump to
думал, в принципе, на
conclusions.
самом деле норм.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
Ну, они просто будут такие, ну, не супер яркие.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then.
Хорошо.
Enter.
have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate no obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit...
Entering unopposed.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So...
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a we know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it?
Yeah! What?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of...
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act in secret under other...
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way. We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump, and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago. Yes.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend...
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too. I'll have you know that this is top secret information.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other Hey! Why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account. Tossing him, and think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, what they unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then. We've just...
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor this light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination with...
Oh, right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you...
У меня такое ощущение, что будто бы покупать машинку для шитья будет слишком дорого. Ради одной единственной кофты, если только ты не скажешь, что ты очень хочешь заниматься шитьем.
Whoa! The fog's really rolling. Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead?
Will at last part ways.
Monsters! This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light and...
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
How shall the Savior save themselves?
Надо попасть. Седам, так сказать, получится все. У меня нет там какого-нибудь убер... Нет, ну такого, это убер фонарик.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick, use the lantern!
Ну ладно, это прикольная даже механика. Типа отсылает меня к какому-нибудь Гарри Поттеру старому на PS1.
Cinco perezosos. Llamadores accesible
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rarer claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be
Жесткого
safe?
желания ухлевления.
Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rarir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well, no, but...
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But If Ruru could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rurir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rurir's head.
Oh. Well, at least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way. I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Noshatown. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency?
It is indeed. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosi. Oh, you know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's...
Thank you for your
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward, and I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but
Здорово,
he never showed
алчуща.
up. I assumed he was just, what's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete,
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks.
Good night. Hope the investigation...
Как дела, Алч? Хрвелч?
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually
Escape from
Rerir in
Duck.
disguise.
Ну, я слышал,
8
я
days
видел
ago,
выше
he
в
had yet
бетке,
to act.
но
But at some
играть
point
в это я,
after that,
конечно
he
же, не буду.
attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his
Я
disguise.
могу и так сидеть в
You're
пустилке.
saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleep.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as...
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room cop.
inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Oh.
Yeah. Hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well. But some things that humans would consider difficult.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be
кто
equally
хочет, и
meaningless.
откуда ты это слышал?
Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
А кто пишет?
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps but I was freshly awoken. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So...
Doesn't sound too believable.
Понял. На парковке, я надеюсь.
I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in nonetheless. There are still some things. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any...
Will you need us to get...
Oh, I'll be fine.
Can you even go back there right now?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according, and even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that.
All right then, we'll trust you.
Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strict...
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow. So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for! And Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't...
You better give him up. If anything happens...
Or are you in code?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we... It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it... Okay!
Hey! Let us...
My apology.
Hold on! Calm down!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the boss? Do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's... Who'd have guessed people like you would...
This is a matter of utmost importance. Exactly. And you sure don't look like it.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait! It's...
All right, all right. I suppose that's the only way.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial...
Come on!
No sign of Flint.
But how can that be?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time... So, Paimon, you've been waiting...
Yeah,
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction.
so... Did...
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted fleet, while everyone was super focused on the...
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to...
Aw, come on, pause.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never... I imagine, though, that he would...
Might he intend to come back and...
well, he's...
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is...
All right, then. Let's have this...
Here you are.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Что такое? Тш.
Is he gonna be
Все,
okay
не
now that he's
прошел у
on his own
меня
again?
большие, так сказать, проблемы.
He said that the fragment had gone still,
Брюве, жесткое падение, ценный агент. КСЧ.
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite?
Прям
Or
жестко
what?
задешевели.
If I were
Да.
him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rarear's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
Huh. This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Sosie and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running
Папа,
again?
Maybe because
прям
that'd be more
сейчас.
efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a...
Our lab
Ну,
could
видимо,
certainly
какие-то
accommodate such a test.
конкретно эти заруинились, которые были
In other
накручены.
words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and...
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale.
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all...
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently.
But works for me. Inefa and I will take our workshop.
The Curatorium will handle...
And we Frostmoon Scions should...
Paimon didn't think she'd ever...
Never mind you.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our folk...
Gotcha. Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Flicker.
Конечно, да, засунули эту хрень в очко. Я бы сказал, легендарная. Просто чтобы закайфовать. Можно было от пробежки 500 метров.
Strike a pose!
Интересно, какой основной способ попадания на... А, ну да, наверное, здесь типа переплыть более-менее узкий кусок.
Shower me with praise! Oh, no one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not? How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is also to expose the true intentions of the...
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard.
Many strange things happen here.
But that file really didn't pay. Come out.
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Are we being given hints?
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Phew! Finally.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
Paimon as well.
Whatever this is,
All right. All these incidents look pretty
wait. I've noticed something. And look. All these
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mute. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temper, but now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed, despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone sealing.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and abyssal energies meet, and while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies,
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
what are you referring?
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint every—
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office, and set up the
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment. It begs the question. That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh!
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rearier's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for
Да,
speculation.
нахлюк с ППшкой
He's
был
already made his
легендарный. Самое
preparations.
смешное, что меня до
If you
сих
recall,
пор,
his body was
ну,
incomplete when we last
типа,
met.
травит
If this
идея, что
bombardment
вдруг я
continues to
нагрелся и
increase his
все-таки там
strength,
реально какой-нибудь
he
кабель
might regain his
отошел.
complete form.
What should we do? There's no way—
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where... One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Ну, просто хороший БПшник, более-менее. Сколько должен еще стоить? Типа БПшник.
As expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend. But it is also thanks to you that I've found a way to return.
You've messed with the
Ну,
cannon again, huh?
Алч, 10 лет, я думаю, 1500 10 лет назад это было вот как раз как 6000 ныне.
Faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nashatown understand why they wish to stop the cannon? When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their... This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of the zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally.
You were waiting for us to leave Nashatown then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed in their folly. The townspeople will bar the path of all who seek.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our see this fragment. It once haunted your dreams.
That.
Sorry.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of each time. While that which you hold in your hand was my...
So that's why it responded so...
Only by retrieving this most critical...
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power...
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my... What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot, it will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Бу-бу.
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated. Like
the air is thick with fear and anxiety.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion, Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it.
How could they still be thinking about more?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire...
Even so...
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter...
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nashatown as soon as possible.
Well, about that... People have been talking... What? I made that thing!
They might. If Rarir has already... For example, he might have spread a rumor that the wild hunt would take your form.
Possibility, high. If they view the cannon as Nashatown's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the wild hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to
Нет,
calm
не
the
один, их
townspeople.
много
You find a way to stop the
достаточно.
cannon.
Ты про эти, про Лабиба. Ну, слушай, типа с этими, так
Oh, you're
сказать,
back.
экспортными, да, по идее, один. Ну,
Another
нормальными
letter?
точно.
The traveler won't make it back.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
and we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced.
What are you waiting for?
This place is burning too!
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that...
I do, yes. But why are you here?
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am...
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had club, but you chose to leave the island. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess. I seek to redress this injustice. Not only... Please, have faith in our
Thank you, my lady. Thank you.
Then come. I need you...
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the...
Huh? You're not...
We won't be able to calm this
Лабиба.
storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... Let's call them... Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
Поинки делаю я.
We won't let you pass. Creature, aren't you?
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier.
The cannon is all yours.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a cranka.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Ладно, выглядит убер потешно.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
На плечах рюви катают.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Да, именно так.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here?
Accelerating. Preparing for dust up.
You on this! Ding dong!
Hit installation chip.
Just one! Lash attack!
Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged.
Look, the rainbow!
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode. Annihilation.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Aw, alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, iti ipotus, in necritus necrus baptusi, que omnes tu solos pentusi. Os esticos palatin piratur resurcu, topir tua ition feratum.
that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. This body is a disappointment.
Yeah.
Barely muster 10%
Но он
of my
будет боссом,
original
я уверен.
strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
Verfnir. Vrindaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world. None of it matters to me! Fools. Time. You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia! No, wait! This isn't over! We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before.
Columbina! What? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine and ahead.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win? Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously.
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hand, and then well, I brought your associate along for—
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like—
Still, what do we do now? Rirer's gotten stronger again.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say, but we still don't know what his aims are. And he may—
After you left, I can no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out.
A question, if I may. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also—
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it?
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems—
Всем привет, я Табуретка.
Here you are.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a—
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious cuckoosaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that if his objective had been revenge alone—
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. That's right. And it still works on normal Wild Hunt anomaly.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained—
My thanks. For—
Had you been willing to show yourself in
Point. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing some—
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get—
Well, if you— There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his fight. This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. Slowly, gradually, I have achieved too little. I must do better. Perhaps his end was tragic. Every shadow born of the light shall...
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. But we will pursue him to the last. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final Lightbearer. With your blood, you have paved the road to glory, even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be. Stay a while, and until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and Alent, thank you for everything.
Hey, it's the Wanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet? Columbina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you?
Yeah, but aren't you a...
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture. And
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way.
the flow of Kuvok, however...
However?
Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his... Now that he is... But that power of his plays host to an upset... I cannot say if that fixation, perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation, shall prove key to repelling him in the future. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Yeah. Захрювлено.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Don't let any of it roll away now.
О, награда. 560 гемов. Ради них я и рвал свое очко, чтобы успеть ровно за 29 минут. Ну ладно. Что, баннеры закончились? Нет. Ну, они сейчас заканчиваются. В общем, что я могу сказать? Сюжет прикольный. Мне понравился. Сказать, по кайфу буду закругляться. Мне надо еще миллион анимешных игр закрыть. Всем спасибо. Всем пока.